Hey MR family, excited to bring you a Sunday Fun Day workout from my courtyard. And we're going to go over the great movement complex that Sarah has written for us. In addition to this, a few announcements. This Thursday, 4/16, at 7 p.m. we will have a happy hour, and that'll be via the Google Chat or the Google Hangout we've been doing the virtual workouts in. So you'll see that on your Facebook and your email. We'll make sure that you have the information, but it's a members only happy hour, 7 p.m. this Thursday, 4/16. And then this Friday, 4/17, we're going to do a free intro class. So it won't be a class. If you wanted to come to the Friday at 4:30, this intro class is at 3 p.m. So just right before, and it could be a great warm-up for you, but invite people to watch it. It will be via Insta Live. Again, Friday, 4/17 at 3 p.m. via Insta Live. Free intro class, free to anyone, and my goal number is to get 100 people watching that video. So it will be on my Insta as well as the MR Insta, and send your friends, let them know it's a free workout class for a full hour. A little different than CrossFit, more of an intro, all level type of class. Okay, let's get started. So first off, you're gonna warm up with 15 burpees. Remember, with these burpees, chest to ground, and then coming all the way up and jumping at the top. So 15 of those, and then we have a nice little 12-minute EMOM for our warm-up. I'm just gonna quickly go through each of these movements so the video doesn't run too long, but you'll do 40 seconds on, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off for the most part for transitions with these. If you wanna go a little bit longer, you can, but make sure you're at least doing 40 seconds of work. So if there's a little bit of a break, then continue and go into that 45 or 50 second so you get some good heart rate going. So we'll start off, first movement is gonna be singles with that jump rope. And I'm gonna do this with the jump rope version, and then I can also do it without. So singles with the jump rope, just right here, trying to keep that good balance. If you do not have a jump rope, you can go ahead and you can just give us light tuck jumps, just practicing like single jumps, so very light for that time. Or you can also do some high knees as well. For plank on both hands, again, 40 to 45 seconds. Remember, wrists are gonna be directly under our shoulders, and then I'm pushing that belly button into my spine. I'm having that nice hollow body, and I'm staying in that kind of perfect push-up hollow position for that 40 seconds. Single leg, single unders. So right here, we just bring one leg up, and we're gonna start for both of these movements using our left side. So right here, just left side singles. Might take you a second. I'll probably do 50 seconds of this because I will miss a few, right? Once you're done with that, left arm only plank hold. Remember, we want to try to keep our feet together in that plank, have this centered as much as possible in our plank position. So it's still over my shoulder, my body's centered. I'm centered as well. Hand here, above me or behind me. So either way, with that, still creating that hollow body. Switching over with our right for both of these, and then right for this. Again, shoulder over the wrist, and try to really have your hand centered and your hips centered above it. If you do not have a jump rope, you're just gonna do single jumps with the leg up. So looks exactly the same, kind of practice like you have a jump rope in there. Next movement, so that's 1 through 6 there, because that's left, right, 4 minutes right there. Doubles or tall double leg hops. So, and I'll actually make that a drill. So obviously doubles with the jump rope, we know how to do that, getting under and trying to do a few doubles there. As you know, I'm not the best, I'm sure of that. The modification without a jump rope is going to be called penguin claps. What that will look like is a nice tall jump, clap twice here. That would mimic you moving your wrists, and that's a good drill to get you closer to double unders. So that's slow motion. Ideally, we would do it a little bit faster, right? So that for about 40 seconds. And if your heart rate's not up yet, I mean, mine is, so it should be, and I'm only demonstrating for a few seconds. Inchworm to pigeon. So this one, our heart rate will slow down a little bit. We'll get our arms involved a little bit more here. And basically, we're gonna start out touching our toes, walking forward, and then getting into that pigeon position. And I'll demonstrate this and switching legs each time. So right here, walking forward, and then into the deep pigeon position. Remember, a pigeon, if I was on the ground, would look like this. Try and get that glute activated, as well as some of those hamstring muscles. So that's what you'll do for, I would say, 10 to 12 reps there. Triple unders or tuck jumps. So if you have a jump rope and you have doubles efficiently, then go ahead and practice triples. So for myself, usually I can get one and then I stop and then I try again. So I'll get one and then maybe practice a couple more times. If you don't have a jump rope, or singles is really like where you're proficient, you're still on the double learning path, then you're just gonna give me 40 seconds of tuck jumps, really gain heart rate up again and practicing gain high there. Next one is going to be 10 push-ups. So with these push-ups, remember kind of that perfect push-up position. So I'll demonstrate at a side and a front view for you. Shoulders right, or wrist right underneath the shoulders here. Belly button in towards the spine, that hollow body down and pushing all the way through. That's a good side angle. Here's a good front angle one. It is 40 seconds. If you can do 40 seconds of those push-ups, more power to you. Then definitely go ahead and do that. But if you cannot, then I would recommend going ahead and just breaking it up a little bit, like sets of 8 or 10 potentially. If you do not have a push-up, of course we can do modified version, which ideally would be that worm push-up. So again, I'm right here, I'm on the ground, I use my hips to bring me up for that. So just kind of using those hips to bring you off the ground. Hollow hold, we're all pretty familiar with this guy. So right here, hollow body, right, pressing that into the ground and making that happen, feet and shoulder blades up. Nice 40-second hold there will be nice and good. Downward dog push-ups is being the last one. So right here, push up, and then putting my head through. And this one you should be able to hold 40 seconds. If you can't, just pause here for a second and then go back to it. But we're gonna be on our arms a lot for the workout today, so ideally holding and pushing that one through would be a great thing. I'm gonna demonstrate now going into the workout portion, so you should feel pretty warmed up. You might wanna warm up to the weights a little bit here, depending on how heavy you have it. But I'm gonna demonstrate first with a dumbbell for what it would look like if you have the proper weight and everything looks good, and then some modifications depending on your equipment. So, number one, dumbbell. We have 7 rounds of 5 strict press. So right here, strict 3, 4, 5. Then bringing down, push press, dip up, 4 reps, dip up, and then 3 reps of push jerk. So that would be dip, up and under, stand, dip, up and under, stand, and dip, up and under, stand. Switching over to the other arm. And then once that is complete, that's 1 full round. If you have a dumbbell that you feel like is the right weight. That one was a little bit light for me. So if that was the case, I can increase my rep amount until I'm getting a little bit more tired. And I'll demonstrate that with our kettlebell here. So if you have a kettlebell, make sure those knucks are facing towards the ceiling, the wrist is nice and strong. Same thing, but if this is a little bit too easy, go ahead, 3, 4, 5. I want you to push through and keep going fast and unbroken till it starts burning, right? So I'm on 10, 11, 12. Maybe now it would start burning, and once I start getting into that, okay, that's my last one. Now push press will probably be about the same number. Really focusing on letting my legs do a lot of that work there, okay? Dipping, hips and then up. Hips and then up. Yep, and then last one is push jerk. So that one will be dip. And again, probably the same amount of reps or as close as you can to that. amount. If it's a little bit less on push jerk or push press, that's okay. But definitely the 5, 4, 3, even if it's really heavy, break it up. Whatever you need to do to hit those numbers as much as you can. But increase the reps if it's a little bit on the light side. Another option, if you have like a med ball of some sort, you can definitely put your hand underneath and just right here, strict press. Now this adds a little challenge because it's a balance piece, but that is phenomenal. That's definitely something that could add to your workout, especially if it's a lighter weight, right? Same with like a soup can, same kind of thing. This, you're gonna be doing a lot of reps here, right? Another one that I'm sure every household has currently, a 1.5 liter wine would be perfect. Again, we can hold from the bottom, be careful, right? We don't wanna obviously drop this, but it shouldn't be too heavy that you can go ahead and do that. You can do a push press, you can do a push jerk, and this holds that balance. If you're nervous about that, of course, just hold it from the side, like you're at the store, cheersing, getting excited about drinking your wine, push press, right? And then push jerk. Okay, and one thing that you probably didn't see on my push press that I want to make a note of too is I'm on my tippy toes for each of these. So that means that my hips are going first, then my arms are going up, and I'm getting on those tippy toes and then coming back down to get the full momentum. So you should be thinking about those kind of cues when you're doing it, all the way up on those. So that's what you're looking at, both arms. That was kind of one round. You're gonna have 7 rounds, so technically 14 because you got 7 per arm. So really work through that. Make sure you have enough time to really get through that. I will be coaching the noon class tomorrow, so if you want to come and get critiqued, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, of course, on your own, and make sure you put those scores into Wodify. Last thing is that post-WOD stretch. So a 30-second wall lat. So you'll see me on the wall here, and I'm just going to put my hands up here and push my head through. Right, so about 30 seconds there, maybe 1 or 2 times through. Pec stretch right here. Both arms, 30 seconds, 1 to 2 times through. And then the last one would be a trunk twist. So, of course, on the bottom here. So we can just do like a basic one, just laying down on the ground here, kind of trunk twist over with our feet. Or we can go ahead and add some of that weight in, right? And go side to side with it. And that would work as well if you want a little bit more of a core work. It's just 6 of those. So, and that's everything for Sunday's workout. Hope to see you at noon tomorrow for our virtual class. If not, Thursday night for that happy hour, 7 p.m. or Friday, 3 p.m. Tell your friends about our Insta Live video, free intro class, and we're super excited to have as many people as we can. That goal being 100 or more. And actually, it's starting to rain right now, so I'm going to get inside, and I will see you all soon.